Now
we're
rolling. All right, we're rolling now. Okay, there, beauty number one on my right. Yeah, who are you, doll? Who are you?
I'm Monica DeMarco.
You are, are you? So pleased to meet you. All right, Monica DeMarco, would you please kindly tell what's going on here? What is going on here?
Do you want me to do the whole welcome to medium rare thing?
Now, okay, now we're ready. The tape should be fine. I think we're not backlit, so I think you can start, my dear. Go for the gusto. Okay. We can edit all this crap out. You understand that, right?
All right.
Go on.
Edit the crap. We're gonna edit the
Edit all the crap out.
No. Hi, welcome, Kathy.
I'm sorry.
Remember, they're gorge number two. Go do some yoga, it's very good for you.
But I can't see
oh, Monica. That's a side you ever saw before, Monica.
I can't see you.
I like this. Oh, I like this job. This is good. Go ahead. Who are you again? What's your living?
I can't deal anymore.
He does this to you all the time.
I can't deal.
Did they pay you for this or what? Come on.
Okay. Hi. I can't do it. Yeah, you can. You can do this,
Monica, you matched the rock, the black and white crystal rocks. I love that top. Oh, my goodness. Monica.
I need to be able to work with her.
I haven't gotten to you yet. You're out of frame. I haven't gotten to you. You've been out of frame the whole time, so forget about it. Let me check you out. Oh, there you are. Oh, you're hot too. Ooh, I like you.
All right.
Uh-oh, here's the boss lady. Go ahead,
Now,
boss.
if we look at you, what are we supposed to be looking at?
Oh,
it's
what you think. It's what you think that scares me when you look at me. It's what you think.
If you're there's a little red light in the light.
That means we're rolling. That means we're rolling. This is being taped, you know. YouTube viewers everywhere will see this. I love it. It's an expose. Woohoo! All right, little girl. Hey, little girl. Woohoo!
Rex Anthony.
Let's talk. We'll talk later. We'll talk later. Are you married?
I am.
Damnation! I don't understand. This town, everybody. Oh, these girls here, they stay married. Like, what is wrong with them? There's something wrong.
There is. It's in the water. Okay.
All right, go ahead. Rolling.
Hi, welcome to Medium Rare. Today we are with Dorothy Welsh, medium and spiritual advisor. We have two sitters with us today, Kathy Lang and William Green. Well, you know what's really funny for me anyway is so many things, like when you're here, it's like, wow, like it's just very overwhelming, I think, sometimes. And then when you go home, even as you went from that chair to the couch, you're able to think of things and go, okay, yep, that's it.
And you remember later, yeah.
Or like he might go home and find a bottle of pills under the bed that he would have never found. So, you never know. I know one time I had gone to see Elizabeth Harrington, and she's a magnificent medium. And she was, this one time, she just was saying about hot dogs. I had no clue what she was talking about. She's like, I don't know. Ashley's showing me tons of hot dogs. She's like, and it's funny. And I'm like, I don't even know anybody who really likes hot dogs, much less like, you know, I mean, Ashley was never a big hot dog lover, so like, I just don't get it. So I went home.
14 or so?
She was 16.
16.
And I was talking to my sister, and I said, Annie, I said, Elizabeth is usually like dead on, like ridiculously on. I'm like, but she was confusing me today. I'm like, she was talking about hot dogs. I'm like, and Andrea just started laughing. She goes, oh my God, Sissy. She said, I was just at a birthday party this weekend. And she said everybody was making fun of Tia, the woman who was hosting the party, because she had like 5 crock pot full of hot dogs. She said there were hot dogs everywhere. And it was like, yeah,
so
okay,
that's why she was saying
she was acknowledging that she saw her.
About, right?
Didn't want to watch it.
Well, she could be, but you know, I didn't want to watch her either, but I did. I had to do that.
But she may. Everybody deals with things differently. It's not that one way is right or one way is wrong. Our perception of how people do things is
I thought maybe she didn't want to watch it because she was afraid
that may be her
she was going to be next. She
was
the younger of the 3 siblings.
But here's the thing, Tom. You know, with you holding any negativity toward your sister-in-law, first of all, it doesn't hurt her. It only takes up a space in you that is meant for something greater, that is meant for something better. After my daughter passed away, I envisioned myself my life energy to be aligned. And you know, it was, if you take this much of your lineup with grief, and then this much with anger, and this much with resentment or fear or whatever, you only have this much left.
Yeah.
And you're out of balance. You can't be a healthy, well person if you're out of balance. So you need to bring all of those things back into line, and with taking any part of that energy to hold resentment against her or to not allow yourself to forgive her, it's only chewing up energy that would be better used for your grandchildren, for your own healing, for communication with your wife.
Well, that's true.
But the thing is, even if at the end of the day, forgiving somebody doesn't mean becoming their best friend. Exactly. And life is so much about perception. And I think one of the things, and my husband gets furious at me for this, but I am very much always like the devil's advocate. Until you've walked in somebody else's shoes, you have no idea what has compelled them to behave a certain way.
I agree.
And you can make a generalization, well, she's generally like this, therefore whatever. And you can choose not to put yourself in the line of negativity. You can choose not to put yourself around those people and those things. But as far as forgiveness, it is important to release that and to let it go. It will never help you. Never, ever help you. And, you know, I know for me...
It's like carrying a rock around.
Yeah.
You don't need the rock.
But, I mean, after Ashley passed, you know, I had a bazillion people at my house. And for the first couple of days or whatever, you know, everybody was there. For about a year, I didn't get, with the exception of Kathy, I could call my friends, my best friends, that were friends since 14, since I was 14. It was always an answering machine, never a return phone call.
Probably because they couldn't handle it either.
And it was like I was shut off from the entire planet, and it would have been very easy with the grief that I was feeling to turn that into anger, and that into resentment, and that into being unforgiving. And I could be an extraordinarily bitter, nasty ass person. You know my life. I could be mean. You could, but you've chosen not to. But taking the higher road isn't just for me. There's other people in your life, you know, that can benefit from you being a happier, healthier, more whole person. Your grandchildren, even if it's not something that's consciously on your mind, it affects your total person. Mm-hmm. It affects who you are. When you carry that negativity, it affects you, whether you consciously recognize it or not. So it is important to release that. Onyx, by the way, is good for that. Onyx?
I really believe that was her appearing to me because I said to be.
Do you think that it's more, I've heard two different kind of things. There are a lot of people who think that we do reincarnate, but that we only reincarnate as human. And then there are those people who think we can be anything, a blade of grass, pretty much.
He's going to be a bloated black guy.
The idea is that they can manipulate the butterfly to land on you, or they can manipulate the bird to do this or that.
It's like they come into the body of the animal or the insect
just like they would,
for a time, right? And then they would leave the body of the insect. Now, what I've heard in a lot of readings is that a lot of people will tell me that they'll come through pets, and they'll be with the pet because you're loving the pet, you're holding the pet, you know, you're kissing the pet, whatever, petting it, and it's right there with you. So they will come and be in that pet every now and then, not forever, but every now and then they will come through that pet. And a lot of them say, just look in the eyes of the pet, and you will see me there. So a lot of them do say that to me in a reading. Tell them to look at the pet, to watch the pet. Now sometimes you'll see your pet may look up at the wall and just stare at the wall and start moving its head and stuff, maybe barking at the wall. My dog opens the closet and barks all the time. I don't know why. Somebody's living in my closet. Or somebody's visiting. I don't know. But the dog sees it, but they always tell me that the dogs have that vision like we don't have.